This is the history of money.
The story of money in colonial America is one of innovation, adaptation, and ultimately revolution. Early colonists faced a vast, unfamiliar land with limited access to traditional coinage. This necessitated creative solutions to facilitate trade and commerce. Barter systems, where goods and services were directly exchanged, became the initial cornerstone of economic activity. However, as settlements grew and diversified, the limitations of barter became increasingly apparent. A standardized, universally accepted form of currency was crucial for economic expansion. Enter commodity money, a system where everyday goods with inherent value, like tobacco or beaver pelts, were used as a medium of exchange. These colonial currencies, though practical, were not without their drawbacks. Value fluctuations, storage issues, and transportation difficulties hampered their efficacy. The allure of standardized coinage, particularly the Spanish silver dollar, proved irresistible. The influx of these coins, often acquired through trade with the West Indies, provided a more stable and widely recognized form of currency. The adoption of foreign coins, while a practical solution, foreshadowed the complex relationship between colonial economies and their European counterparts. The challenges of establishing a stable monetary system in the American colonies were immense. Early settlers arrived in a land abundant with natural resources but lacking a standardized currency. Necessity became the mother of invention, giving rise to commodity money systems that reflected the unique economic activities of each region. In the southern colonies, tobacco reigned supreme. This valuable cash crop quickly became a primary medium of exchange. Farmers used tobacco leaves, carefully inspected and graded, to settle debts, purchase goods, and even pay taxes. Further north in New England, interactions with Native American tribes introduced colonists to wampum. These intricately crafted beads made from shells held cultural and economic significance for indigenous communities. While commodity money provided a practical solution, its inherent limitations were quickly exposed. The value of tobacco fluctuated wildly depending on crop yields and transatlantic demand. Wampum, though valuable in intertribal trade, lacked widespread acceptance among European settlers. Moreover, the logistical challenges of storing, transporting, and dividing these commodities hindered their long-term viability as a currency. As colonial economies matured, the limitations of commodity money became evident. The need for a more stable form of currency led to the adoption of foreign coins. Spanish silver dollars, or pieces of 8, became the dominant currency. These coins flowed into North America through trade routes with the West Indies. The Spanish silver dollar, with its iconic design, gained widespread acceptance. It became a benchmark for valuing other currencies. This influx of foreign coins highlighted the colony's dependence on external forces. The year is 1690. The Massachusetts Bay Colony, facing a dire shortage of coinage, embarks on a bold experiment, the issuance of paper money. This landmark decision, driven by the financial pressures of King William's War, marks a turning point in colonial monetary history. The colony's paper bills, backed by the promise of future tax revenues, represent the first attempt to establish a fiat currency in North America. The introduction of paper money in Massachusetts, though initially driven by wartime necessity, ignited a debate that would resonate throughout the colonies. Proponents argued that paper currency provided a much-needed medium of exchange, stimulating economic activity and reducing reliance on scarce coinage. Critics, however, feared the potential for inflation, counterfeiting, and the erosion of public trust. The Massachusetts Bay Colony's experiment with paper money, though not without its challenges, set a precedent for other colonies grappling with currency shortages. Pennsylvania, in particular, would later refine the model, backing its paper currency with land holdings, a move that contributed to its relative stability and success. In 1723, Pennsylvania embarked on its own experiment with paper money. Learning from Massachusetts, Pennsylvania's leaders aimed to address inflation and public distrust. The key innovation, backing the colony's paper currency with land. This move linked money to tangible assets, providing stability and confidence. Pennsylvania's paper money, backed by land, proved successful. It facilitated trade, stimulated growth, and remained stable. The colony's success served as a model for others. By backing its currency with land, Pennsylvania ensured trust and economic stability. As the 18th century progressed, the colony's growing economic power and increasing reliance on paper money brought them into conflict with Great Britain. The British Parliament, concerned about the potential for colonial independence and the stability of the empire's financial system, enacted a series of restrictive measures. The Currency Act of 1764, for example, prohibited the issuance of legal tender paper money in the colonies, aiming to curb inflation and maintain British control over colonial economies. These currency restrictions, perceived by many colonists as an infringement on their economic autonomy, fueled resentment and solidified opposition to British rule. The ability to control their own currency became a rallying cry for colonial leaders advocating for greater self-governance. The currency debate, once a matter of economic policy, evolved into a potent symbol of the growing rift between the colonies and their mother country. The Currency Act and subsequent attempts by the British government to regulate colonial monetary policy had unintended consequences. Rather than quelling dissent, these measures galvanized colonial resistance, highlighting the profound economic and political divisions that would culminate in the American Revolution. The American Revolutionary War in 1775 presented the nation with a financial challenge. The Continental Congress printed paper money known as Continentals. As the war dragged on, public confidence in the currency waned, leading to inflation. The depreciation of continental currency impacted the wartime economy. Prices soared, eroding soldiers' pay and causing hardship among civilians. The phrase "not worth a continental" expressed disdain for the depreciating currency. The crisis underscored the importance of public trust in currency and avoiding excessive printing. These lessons informed the establishment of a national bank and a stable monetary system. The American Revolution marked a turning point in the political landscape and the evolution of American currency. Independence brought the task of establishing a national monetary system. The Articles of Confederation in 1777 led to a fragmented currency system. The Constitutional Convention of 1787 aimed to unify this system. Article 1, Section 8 granted Congress the power to coin money. This decision created the United States dollar, symbolizing national unity. Transitioning to a single national currency had its challenges. Debates over the gold standard versus a bimetallic system ensued. The bimetallic standard was eventually adopted. While the era of colonial currencies may seem like a distant chapter in American history, its legacy continues to resonate in modern financial practices. The principles of sound money management, the importance of public trust, and the delicate balance between government regulation and economic freedom, all debated and tested during the colonial period, remain relevant today. The decentralized nature of colonial monetary systems, with its emphasis on local control and experimentation, finds echoes in contemporary discussions about cryptocurrency and decentralized finance. The challenges faced by early colonists in establishing a stable and widely accepted form of currency highlight the enduring importance of trust, transparency, and accountability in any financial system. The story of colonial currencies serves as a reminder that economic systems are not static but rather constantly evolving in response to technological advancements, shifting political landscapes, and the ever-changing needs of society. By understanding the successes and failures of the past, we can gain valuable insights into navigating the complexities of modern finance and shaping a more stable and equitable economic future. The story of America's colonial currencies, though often overlooked, offers valuable lessons for understanding the nation's economic and political development. From the ingenuity of commodity money to the challenges of paper currency and the struggle for economic autonomy, the colonial period laid the groundwork for the complex financial systems that shape our world today. The diversity of colonial currencies reflects the ingenuity and adaptability of early Americans in the face of adversity. Their experiences highlight the essential role of currency in facilitating trade, promoting economic growth, and ultimately shaping national identity. As we navigate the complexities of modern finance, It is essential to remember the lessons of the past, to learn from both successes and failures, and to strive for a more stable, equitable, and prosperous future. The story of colonial currencies is a testament to the enduring human spirit of innovation, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of a better tomorrow. By understanding our past, we can better equip ourselves to face the economic challenges of the present and build a more prosperous future for all.